What's going on, guys? So surprise, we're over here at Galpin, over here in the city of Roscoe, RESCO, you know.
ROSCO, we Mr. Shouty, put it on me.
I had to come over here. I really had to. Galpin Auto Sports, you know, I have to, you know, I cannot miss it out. Spectator parking lot, a lot of parking all over the place. Hard to get over here, a lot of traffic, but I'm gonna check it out. Sounds like there's audio over here, so I'm gonna do a little voiceover, but I'm gonna show you guys every little thing that I see. Alright, so right off the bat, had a super cool Mexican flag inspired truck. Couple of Ford Escorts to your left. Super amazing to see those. Okay, so there's no audio in here. It means we're clear to do a nice little walk around. Oh my goodness. Now, we still are going to WekFest. WekFest is right after this, guys. It's the video after. There won't be no intro, won't be no talking. Unless I do see somebody I know, then yeah, they'll be talking, but... It's insane, guys. This lot goes all the way down, so we're gonna walk back and forth for sure. This purple looks like a Daphne purple. Wow. So in this room was a very small but very amazing sight to see. There was a bunch of different varieties of tiny vehicles, and I'm not too sure what kind of brand these are. Comment down below what you think they are. That red one right there, I'm pretty sure I've seen at Manhattan Beach Cars and Coffee. It's a BMW. It's like basically a tricycle on a shell that's almost like a car. And this is a full-on functioning service booth. So right over here you can see the customers' cars all up on the lifts and everything, saying hi to everybody. She took a very big risk squeezing right in between. Of course, she had to get a shot, but I mean, she could have just went to the other side of the wall where it was pretty much open at. Circling back right behind, leaving this room was a Boss 302 Mustang 2012, I believe. They had the big wing, a bunch of other upgrades done to it. Pretty cool to see all of that getting done and worked on. And some dude was behind me. I'm like, why are you even standing so close to me, dude? But he was behind me, ran into him, and then he like looked at me all weird. This is what it is. Candy green. All the way through and through, really nice paint job. That's beautiful. So this one's pretty cool, Maverick right over here. It's kind of like a mid-engine, front mount mid-engine. It's a funny car. No, I'm not too sure, but comment down below what that is. But this thing right here was super insane. Had 4 engines. A lot of exhaust pipes sticking up. Looked like a Hot Wheel, definitely. And this thing was pretty sick. It was a reverse body swap to where basically the truck looks like it's going backwards, but it's going forward. So a complete mind cluster. Super dope, amazing room. So many different classic Fords and different builds of all different kinds. And then spooning the camera right over, you had this really big, beautiful car right here. I'm not too sure what these classic cars are. It said Black Pearl on it. I'm pretty sure it was a custom thing, but comment down below. Leaving this room right over here, everybody was talking about this, so might as well show you guys that. And headed right outside. They had a couple of cool Ford Escorts right out here. A marble inspired theme. Then they had one of the Koenigsegg Thor. I'm pretty sure this one is Thor, and the other one is the twin of that. They do come in pairs. And yes, this thing actually has diamond plated stuff in the rear end. There is videos on my channel about this car. I had to stretch out the film just a little bit here, talk about it more. Koenigsegg is super sexy. And right over here you had a McLaren Speedtail. This I did see back over there at Fuel Fest, but I had to get it much more up close because over there was a lot more people, obviously. Nobody was really looking at the Speedtail. Everybody was walking by it. Nobody really knew what it was, but I know. And this thing is super sick. It's a middle seater car, and it's super long, super expensive. But man, this thing was super beautiful to see. The wheels were crazy looking. And then obviously coming right down over here, you had the long row of Mustangs. Onto the other side of the lot, you had a Rat Finks Oldsmobile, I'm pretty sure. This guy trying to get in the way. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm just trying to get footage of the car. LS Swap classic car. One of the things popular to happen. And the interior of this thing was pretty cool. All rat rod done. Talking about rat rods, coming right down over here. This thing was slammed to the ground with the full-on custom chassis. Full-on custom everything. The motor looked kind of original. I'm not too sure. Had different seats inside. Really bringing that rat rod style. Definitely a lot of work put in this. So this area was pretty cool, pretty random. They had the lowrider hopping thing, I guess. I'm not too sure exactly what was going on. They had a contest, there was betting going on, I guess, seeing how high these cars would actually hop up in the air. And there is the one and only Galpin man right over there at the DJ booth with the center of attention. Of course, he was the one hosting the show and announcing everything. So it took these guys probably a whole minute just to get everything set up. I would love for you guys to hear the jokes that they cracked here and there, but there is that annoying copyright issue going on with YouTube right now. So this guy basically, he hasn't hopped since back in the 90s, as his joke was claiming. So he was getting it up there and he didn't know which way the switches were. That's another joke he said, but hopping up there, he was getting it. And after that, they did have somebody who also has been on this channel before, or at least the vehicle has been on it a few different times, from Elysian Park over there also to the city of Van Ness, in which they had a thing. Basically, he was like, yo, like, this car is gonna hop up higher, I guarantee it. But the funny thing is, it's actually his wife's car. So he brings that in over here, and he brings it in with style, of course, with that 3-wheel motion, hitting it all the way down. He even did a little pop up in the air here and there just to announce, like, hey, I'm gonna bring it, I'm gonna hop the highest, give me that money, run that money right now. This dude was super amazing to see these lowriders. After that, I just seen the Elysian Park video. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out.
Oh man.
It was a very hot day. It was probably like,
you gonna hop your wife's car for real?
Really cool lowriders.
Oh, don't tell her.
Here, you guys are gonna see the whole
If you don't see his wife, don't say that.
where we
Be
were
quiet.
with all the supercars, hypercars, and all the crazy Mustangs. This was one very organized Galpin Auto Center, sport, whatever you guys want to call it. This thing was crazy. There was so many cars everywhere. There was 4 blocks. Right over here, though, this guy, he did say that the car was going to hop 35 inches. I think he actually hopped 45. And he was going to push it a lot harder that day, but he said no because this is his wife's car. And yes, this is a female-driven car. Like I said, this car has been on the channel a few different times. And indeed, the mom is driving it with the kids inside, hitting that 3-wheel motion down the street. Super cool. And this was his last push right over here, getting that up really, really high. Of course, the people in the back helping it, keep it in one place. And then more lowrider content. Actually, this is a whole different category of lowriders. These lowriders right here, I think they hop up a little higher, or something like street lowriders. That's, I think, the class that they referred to with the hopping situation. This guy right here, he claimed that it was his AC, but you'll see right now that when he went hopping down the street, something went... Yes, something blew up, and I'm pretty sure it was his AC because he was claiming that he just fixed it the other day. And I mean, it was a really hot day. He hopped it down the street going kind of fast, and of course, with acceleration of the car going up and down and the heat, AC running and everything, I'm pretty sure he did blow that. But the car looked like it was okay. After that, he was still hopping it in the middle of the street. So no harm, no foul. Alright, back to the lot right behind all the lowriders. Like I said, guys, this entire parking lot was packed out. So they had all these different classics. This fire truck right here was pretty sick. And then coming right on down, there was a billet Mustang that we passed by right over here. This thing was pretty cool. It was the new Shelby convertible Mustang. And coming right over here, you had a bunch of different classics. Also, the team Violent Riders was right over there. I've seen them before, talked to them, but, you know, small guy, big pond. This classic mini lowrider, he's been everywhere. I really want to talk to him someday about his car. That one also had a 2JZ, and he actually won 2nd place at the lowrider thing in Vegas. So coming on the line, you had this really cool bagged Mustang right over there, and a couple other cars. This one right here had the homie Pennywise hanging out the rear end. And then this was actually another service lot, and it was full with cars, but as you can see, it is kind of small. So really cool lifted truck. I think this guy was also at the mini truck show. This thing was pretty sick. It had the couples right in the back, and they did remind me of a movie. I'm just not too sure which one it was. And then right over here, you had the ghost face, kind of like with the googly eyes and everything like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Moving all the way into the truck side now, they had all the off-road cars organized. This event was 100% organized, where if you wanted to see off-road, you come here. You wanted to see exotics, you go back to the other spot. If you wanted to see the museum cars, you go back way back to the beginning of the video. This guy right over here had a full-on camera rig. I'm pretty sure it was, yes, a movie car. So that was pretty cool to see that rolling around and everything. And these were the Shelby trucks that they had for sale right over here. And this thing was crazy. I'm not too sure what it was. It said Ford Dwarf. So I was like, yo, let me check that out. It kind of looked like there was two things mounted onto this thing, but really big cabin, really big engine bay, kind of small truck. And right outside the Ford dealership, they had a nice, beautiful Ford GT with that melted ice cream type look. I think it was actually for a chocolate candy company, not too sure. All right, so enough of me voiceovering. Now we're here inside of another building. Guys, when I say I should have missed WekFest, I should have met WekFest and just waited to Japan. So many Ford GTs in here. Like, I have literal goosebumps. These cars are iconic. These cars are legendary. There's well over $4 or $5 million, maybe even more in here. GT40s, freaking, it's just heaven on earth, really.
To heaven on earth, massage parlor, please.
So there's the outside. You guys heard me with the voiceover, lowrider area. There's all different types of areas all the way around here, guys. Even Land Rover is open for Ford. This whole entire meet is literally this entire strip of street. So there's over thousands of cars. It was really no joke, and there's too many people to even do a proper montage, just like Cars and Copters. But this one's all about Ford. This is an amazing day out here. I am just baffled with how many cars there is out here. It's a beautiful sight to see. There's a lot of people, a lot of music, a lot of fun vibes. All right, so heading away from the Ford side and the American Muscle side, coming right over here to the JDM side of the whole entire event. So they had anything from stance cars to JDM legends from brought overseas, down to the cars, of course, that you see at normal Cars and Coffees, or even just your regular car meets. That R32 was pretty cool. It had a little Itasha design to it. Right over here, you had the kids painting a truck. I think that was pretty cool that they had that available for the children. Very similar to the Japanese classic car show, where they had the kids filling in with expo markers, but this is permanent. Heading away from the Japanese side, heading over now to the Volkswagen side, the Germany side of the world. They had all these different Beetles, from Baja Bugs to Show Bugs to Rusty Bugs, and really nice patines on these bugs as well. There really wasn't too much of modern Volkswagen over here. It was more just the classic Beetles, and man, these Beetles were rolling pretty deep. Heading inside, you had a really nice 50s Beetle, one of the original ones, this really nice green paint job on there. And then you had something over here, kind of like in Vegas, a micro bus. Of course, in Vegas, it was actually a rolled up Volkswagen Beetle. I think it was a 70s year, but this little thing was super cute, super tiny, and it looked like they chopped it in half and welded it back together. Something cool on this one, they did have the OG tool set, so I thought that was pretty cool in the 50s, how they had that available for you. Walking around over here, you had the Mystery Machine, the 1967 Volkswagen Beetle bus. And you had all the seats for everybody where they sat at. Even Scooby was in there taking a nice rest because it was a very long day. This one did, however, have the whole entire bubble top, which was pretty cool to see that over here. And coming around the backside, they really spared all the attention to detail down to the Scooby plate. I thought that was pretty cool as well. So really thought out, really paid attention to this. And coming right behind was actually a Herbie Beetle, one of the favorite movies of all times. Pretty cool to see both of these movie cars right over here at Galpin Auto Center. Man, when I say this, guys, I feel like I've walked so much today, honestly. This one's at 1,000 steps, but we walked maybe like 2-3 grand earlier today, walking another probably 2-3 grand. Sorry about this bus is annoying thing. Inside was super cool, man. The mystery bus was there. This is such a crazy day, man. So many cars, so many sights to see. Editing's gonna suck. That's all I'm gonna say in English. Yamaha. Look at the little Beetle, that's so cool. Oh, Yoshinoya sounds so delicious. Oh, I knew it. Maserati MC20, or what do they call these again? I forget. I did do a little look at one of these a long time ago. Not too bad. Someone got some wheels on it. Hell yeah. MC20, yeah, there you go. I knew it was right. Alright, let's cross. Super exciting day. Super crazy rides all over the place. We're gonna check out the last Land Rover lot, which I think is the exotic side of everything. After that, we're gonna head over there to WekFest. Like I said, WekFest is not gonna be any type of me talking, so if you guys are irritated about me talking, my apologies. It makes it easier to just get the videos out there, put it out, and don't have to worry about copyright with the audio. So let's get it. So now I headed over there. Before we get to the Land Rover lot, this airplane right here, this lovely lady over here was handing out information about this, and this thing actually, she said, takes off from the standpoint of where it's at. So basically it's a aircraft that doesn't need any kind of space. You just fly it like a normal drone. It goes up in the air, flies you around and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool that they had that there, something I'd never seen before. And moving on down the line, they had all these different Teslas. Another Ford GT over here. Got that lady over here. I was like, damn, I could use this for the convention center. Pretty cool lady advertising her little thing over there. Said it can literally fly off from its standpoint, so that's dope. Lotus over here, Aston Martin Vintage. Another little Lotus. This is nice. All little Lotuses around here. It's dope. And then another MC20, 812, Parfamente. What is this? BMW 5 Series, correct? That's nice. Carbon grille M5. C8, Porsche G2 RS. Sorry guys for being out of breath. Oh my god, this is a lot of running around today. We're gonna hop inside a Land Rover now and see what's inside. But of course, Land Rover being a British UK thing, so we'll see what's up. It's really nice. McLaren 765. Seen a bunch of these today. Orange and black is a really nice touch. Has a little tiny hints of black over there. And then of course you have this Lamborghini vent on the door. This is a regular one, but still a really nice spider to even look at. Oh, Lambo. I could just imagine having a room like this one day. Especially if you guys hit the subscription button. Alright, so right in here, guys, you got the Tiffany blue, mint green, whatever you want to call it, Lotus. Whoo! A lot of different Lotuses in here. My apologies. There's a lot of stairs that I climbed up here. This is a very crazy room. I tell you, there's... Okay, so... Gotta breathe. Gotta take it easy here. My mind's on overfry mode right now. So, McLaren, Maserati, Ventador, Huracan, and then another blue 765 it looks like, and then out there that little yellow one, I don't know, it looks like an MC20 as well, and then that race car looking one. Let's go check it out, make life easier. Hold on. Look at the little Aston Martin. That's it, Aston Martin. On the way over there you got a Jaguar. These cars are so sick. Aston Martin, sorry about that. Well, Jaguar technically. Aston Martin. London. I don't even know what these kind of cars are. These are crazy. Wait, so that's actually a Lotus. One of the new Lotuses, I guess. But that McLaren, I swear we just seen one very similar to that earlier. And then the Huracan Spider. This one is another McLaren, right? And then SLR, SLK. So that's the Lotus I was talking about, that big old flat looking Pop-Tart thing. It's got the open stacks all the way to the back. You got the off-road Lamborghini. Sick, dude. That Huracan Spider is pretty dope. And then come right here. This is probably my favorite Ferrari out of all of them, with the white and red. You guys know my interior, my theme is themed after the circus, so white and red is perfect. But Jesus Christ, look at all these people. Holy hell. One thing I love watching is people doing this cinema work. That's how I look, like a fool. I look dumb. That's okay. I enjoy being dumb. Beautiful sight to see. So many different red colors. It's kind of like the Porsche room. Holy hell. I don't know about you, but these things are kind of cute. Kind of ugly, but I like wagons. I like hatches. Kind of like that Ioniq, really. Looks exactly like the Scion, but it's an Aston Martin. Huh. Defenders, no offense. No offenders for the Defenders. Talking about Porsches, right outside, all the Porsche. GT3 sounds so amazing. Something else to add on, they had the same music playing throughout all the different dealerships. It was a big club basically, but right over here you had a Rawwell design. Porsche 911 with the wide body and the flares attached to the wide body. I think that is pretty cool with the extra aerodynamics. He also had the wing on the wing, and right next to it was a similar Porsche, but it wasn't raw welt. Insane day, 8 lots full of cars, full of different genres. And that's the end of the show. As always, guys, hit the subscription button, help your boy out grow. Stay safe and stay chill.